We pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill with Extreme Tech. We're going to do another salad video. We're going to take a look at what my 29 rigs are making on Salad AI. We are on version 1.6.8. I'm pretty sure. I think it just came out. So I already went through and updated about half of them up and onto it. So if we start looking at this, it says for the last 24 hours, I made $34. Just looks like it's in peaks from 42 cents to about 30 cents. Looks like a lot of this looks like it's over 40 cents. So it looks like it should be a little bit higher, but I guess I do have a pretty good chunk of this at about 30 cents too. So kind of makes sense. One thing to address from yesterday, when I was doing this, the total number of machines, right now mine is showing 31 because I added the new machine on, and it's still reading the old drive. It's going to read that old drive for like a month and the laptop. So I'm at 29, and I know it's the extra 2 it's showing, but when on the last video it was showing for this machine total here, it was showing 28. Which I think I had 28 machines running. It shouldn't have been showing 28. It should have been showing 30. And that's why I said what I said, that I think they might have changed it down to a week in one of the last updates that they did. But then it turned around and it changed like a couple hours later. It started showing me 30 again. Well, now actually it's showing me 31. So, yeah, salad is just funny. Sometimes it does whatever it wants to do. I mean, everybody knows this. It just does whatever it wants. It doesn't care what the rules are. It's just going to do whatever it does. So, but yeah, I know it's supposed to be 30 days. It falls off if you don't use it. So, like the one machine ID I do know, this D3808876. I'm not using that machine ID at all. I've deleted that version of Windows and reinstalled it. So I've got about a month for that one to fall off. And then machine 30 is the laptop, which I log into the laptop on it every once in a while just to make sure I'm viewing this screen right here, right now, on the laptop, on my computer. But it can't actually run Salad. So that's kind of how all that is. So if we do this, we are at 29 machines. So there's still 220 cores, X99 boards, one 16-core AMD Threadripper, whole bunch of this bc/pc.com combo kits from Brandon Coin. Bought 7 of them from him, and then I probably made a whole bunch. I think I have 13 total of those 12-core combo kits. And then I have a 12-core AMD PC, and then 4 8-core PCs, 5 6-core PCs, and 3 4-core PCs. So let's get into them and start trying to talk about some of this stuff. So we do have the update here. If we go to learn more, we'll bring it up in here. Added support for chopping schedule to define specific periods where chefs are open to crypto mining workloads. This should help chefs with different electric rates by time of day. I think that sounds more like it's supposed to be if you want to set it up for a schedule so you can crypto mine during the day while your solar panels are charging, because you get like different rates during the day and at night. That's supposed to be kind of for that. Shouldn't really be anything on the surface to really affect anything that I do specifically. So, but it's in there as another update. There may be other random fix stuff in there too that they just didn't highlight in it because they weren't big points. But on this first machine here, we are on a 20-core, 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. This is doing $4.65, so this is a medium tier job. I believe this is still on, I want to say 1.6.7, maybe. It's not on the new one yet. I'm not going to update anything that's actively currently running in a job. So I am probably going to have machines right now running 1.6.5, 1.6.6, 1.6.7 and 1.6.8 because they all came out so close together. Because yeah, I'm not resetting anything to put the new one on. Let's see. So this is my next 20 core PC, 96 gigabytes of memory. RTX 4070 Ti is calculating. So this is fully updated. Right now, I would have just updated this. We go to the next one. AMD Threadripper 1950X, 16 cores. 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3090. This one's just calculating. This is the one that was in my office forever. That part of me would like to get back in my office, but I just don't see how that's going to happen right now. If it can make money on sale, it's going to sit out in the garage, I think, until it can stop making money on sale. Or until I have a big enough need where this laptop doesn't seem like it's getting it done in here. But laptop seems like it's working great in here. Seems like this whole setup is working pretty nice. So if we get into this next one, then this is the beginning of the 12-core BC/PC.com combo kits. Some of these, though, I put more memory in them just because I wanted to have more memory for like my 4090s. So this one has 96 gigabytes of memory. It's RTX 4090. So this is going to be on version 1.6.6 still. And it's doing $5.60. So this is a high priority job. So it's pretty nice. Gotta like that. And I believe all three of my 4090s right now are running. So that is really nice. So this is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes. RTX 4090 is doing $6.27. So this is a nicer high priority job. Like on this one, they're probably paying for more memory and more cores than they were the previous one. So go back to the first one too. Yeah, this one's probably paying for the least amount of cores and memory at the $4.65. This one's paying for more cores and memory, and then this one's paying for even more cores and memory at $6.27. So we'll go with the next one. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes. RTX 4070 is doing $2.62. So this is a medium tier priority job. This doesn't have the big thing up here, so I'm assuming this is version 1.6.7, I want to guess. Yeah, I'm not updating it because it's running a job, so it will wait. If we go to the next one, this is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti is doing $1.32. This is a low priority job. I'd say this is better than calculating. It's probably still better than crypto mining. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone really post anything about the crypto mining on here who is actually running it. I'd like to see some of those posts when people post that they're running it and what the profitability looks like. Because that's going to really be chewing up a lot of electricity. So I am kind of curious. Yeah, this one is not updated yet. So you can tell it's got the red thing in the corner, and it's got all these notifications down here saying it needs to be updated. So this one right here is going to be updated. This is 12 cores, 64 gigabytes. RTX 3090 is calculating. This next one, 12 cores, 64 gigabytes. RTX 3090 is calculating. This does seem to be kind of weird to me. A lot of my 3090s now are calculating. They must have just finished that huge workload they had where they needed just like a ton of 3090s. So we go to the next one. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes. RTX 4070 Ti is calculating, so this one is fully updated. Next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes. RTX 3090 is calculating, so this one is fully updated. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes. RTX 3080 is calculating, so this one is fully updated. This next one, this is probably one of my favorite jobs right now. 12 core, 96 gigabytes. RTX 3090 is doing $5.43. Nice. And this looks like this is still on version 1.6.6. So if we come in here then, this is 12 cores, 64 gigabytes RTX 4060 Ti is doing $2.64. This is a medium tier priority job, so it is not going to get updated because it is running. This next one, 12 core, 64 gigabytes RTX 4060 Ti. It's just doing a 10-cent job, but it's it needs to get updated. I'm not going to update it on 10-cent job. I'm going to let it finish the 10-cent job to boost my reliability score. I know one of the guys was saying in the forums, there's not another guy. Oh, where do we do this? Performance, come into here, configure hardware. If you really don't want to get these 10-cent jobs, you can turn these off. I'm not that big a fan of it. I'd rather just leave it on, do the 10-cent job, get that extra job finished, get the higher reliability score. I don't see any real reason to turn those off. So I'd rather do it than not do it, I guess. I don't have the crypto mining turned on, though, so I don't know. But this is just one of the jobs I have. They don't take very long. I have nothing wrong with just finishing it, get that higher reliability score, and then rely on that. And then I believe this is going to be the last one of my 12-core combo kits. So this is 12 core. This is going to be the brand new motherboard that I just built out. I put all the old parts onto it, so I know it was for sure it was the motherboard that was bad. I knew the motherboard was bad already because it was real finicky to try to get it to turn on. Anytime I had to reboot the system, I had to unplug all of the electric and then replug it back in. So I had to replug the 8-pin for the CPU and replug the real big pin for the motherboard and unplug the graphics card and just replug them all back in every time I reset the machine. So I knew the board wasn't working right, but it was working enough. So that was kind of good enough for me. So I got the new motherboard. This all seems to be working great. It's on RTX 3060. I believe I put it in yesterday, so it's throwing $1.32. It's a low priority job. But the thing we really want to cover on this is what do I do with Windows updates? Because this is something I get all the time from people. Oh, I should have brought this up already. Well, is this going to want to load? We'll look at the next machine and then come back to it real quick. So this is the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti, and it is calculating. And let's come back to this. So all I do for these is I come down here and I pause for 7 days, 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 and I pause, and I pause as much as it'll let me pause, and it doesn't want to load. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave this screen up for next time when I log into it, so it's already up. And I'm just going to keep pausing it and pushing it back as long as I can. That's all I do for Windows updates. When I see a little color down here telling me it wants to update, then I come in here and I press this little pause button. Normally it'll let you pause it back like a month. It's having a hard time loading, so we're just going to leave it in there like that and just be like, whatever. Close all these out. Maybe we can get one last pause on it here. I'll leave it up so I know to keep pausing it when I come back. Alright, so then let's look at the... Nope, not those. We are in the 8-core machines. With Chrome Remote Desktop, you can only have 20 open at a time, and then it starts getting all finicky. So that's why we got to do this like this. Alright, so this one wants to update. We're not going to update. This is an i7, 8-core, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. It's throwing $1.30. This is a low priority job. This next one, i7, 8-core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. This one is calculating, so this is already fully updated. This next one, i7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. Is doing $1.32, so this is a low priority job. You can see it needs to be updated. If we scroll up, you can see it, but it's not going to get updated because it's in job, so it'll wait till it's not. And then we have a Ryzen 7, 8 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. It's doing a 10-cent job. This looks like it's already on the updated, so it's nice that it already picked something up. So it'll do this 10-cent job. It'll get it done and then boost my reliability score. And then hopefully I can get more better containers. Alright, so let's open the rest of these up. Let's open up all of the 5-core machines. And all of the 4-core machines. And one thing I can say right away too, when I did some of these updates, I had a couple of them that I had to go in and update the NVIDIA driver. When I update the NVIDIA driver, I literally just go to the newest NVIDIA driver for that card. So I'll do like a GeoForce, and then if it's like a 3070, I'll go to 3070. I don't care if it's the game driver or studio driver because I'm literally not doing anything on this but Salad. So literally whatever driver is the newest one that came out, that's the one I update to. If they both came out the same day, I just do whichever one comes up first on the list as the newest one. So no real thought process in it for me. That's all I'm doing. Alright, so we have a i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3060 Ti, starting $30. So this is a low priority job, but we are sticking to it. We're not going to update until it's idle. So this one should be running too. I can tell it should be running. Oh, it's not running. It was running earlier. So this could be one too, where because I didn't update this earlier, logging in with Chrome Remote Desktop might have canceled out this job. So we are going to pause until idle, clear out these notifications, come back into Salad. That should have given it enough time. Update now. Yes. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Ryzen 5, 6 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti is calculating, and this one's already updated. So come to this next one. i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3070. This one is calculating, so it looks like it's already updated. This next one. Oh. Alright, so we will go through this then. NVIDIA drivers. NVIDIA drivers. The card says 3060 Ti. I can see it right up here. It says 3060 Ti and that. So that. Yes. And we're literally just going to use the newest one here on the top because you can see this one, this studio driver is 15 days newer than this game ready driver. So we are just going to use the studio driver that's newer. And download. And I don't want to sit here and wait for this, so I will come back to it. So we have i7, 4 cores. This is a 10-year-old i7. So it's running 16 gigabytes of DDR3 with an RTX 3060. It's calculating. I have seen this run a job twice in this last week, so I am pretty happy. I'd like to see this one running a lot more, but I do have thoughts and concerns because I've only seen this one running twice in the last week, and it hasn't run the jobs for very long. I'd like to see it be working a lot more, but I'm the happiest when this one is working because I think there's no reason for this machine to work at all because this is a 10-year-old PC. Running DDR3. I don't know what is up with me yawning in videos now. Like, I shouldn't be yawning at all. I don't yawn all day long, but I come in here and I try to talk so much so fast. I'm running out of oxygen. i3, 4 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. I'm assuming this one is going to be in a job because I have notifications down here. So it's doing $1.16. So this is a low priority job. And this one I was a little heartbreaking on. My most reliable machine, i3 4 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3080 is calculating, so it is already updated. So let's see, where was I doing this? Right here? Is that download yet? No, it still hasn't even barely moved yet. So what are we doing here? See, that one's done. Finish run. Chop now. I don't even worry about it if this says it's at 4 of 6. It's going to come back quick enough. I'll just tell it to chop and then not even worry about it. You're on a 10-cent job. You are calculating. You're the one we are waiting on. What is going on here? Is this one on Wi-Fi? No, you're hardlined in. I don't know why that looks like garbage, though. That is some terrible speed. So, I don't think we really go back to how much I'm making. So for 7 days, I don't think we looked at the 7 day at all. So yesterday it was $33.7. Day before that was $32.7. Day before that was $36.11. Day before that was $36.34. Day before that was $39.66. That's a banger of a day right there. Day before that is $31. So that's the last 6 days. If we go to the last 30 days, we can still see hurricane right here. And then bigger hurricane right here. And then it got back to it pretty quick because it says in here, it puts the 1 day at $40. So I got back to making some bank there pretty quick. So I got up to $40 there. I think I had some over $40 days here. Got up to $40 here. Kind of spiked. So I think I didn't fully lose power here. I think 2 days in a row, I just had like little blips of power where the power flickered just long enough for a couple of the machines to shut off. Everything didn't shut off. And this was total loss of power with another total loss of power. And then I think it's been running straight since. So that's weird that I actually lost $3 when I added another machine on, because I believe I should have had another machine on for this whole day. And probably this whole... Well, no. It would have been this whole day. So it doesn't seem to be registering. I don't know why it's registering these days funny. Let's go back and see. Is this done yet? Jeez Louise. Still not even close. Alright. Let's see if there were any comments on the last video that I need to address. Most of them I think I already addressed. And then we got... So let's go. One of the guys is annoyed. Yeah, this 500 gigabyte SSD is not big enough anymore. So that's something guys may need to be thinking about and paying attention to. I know they said they upped it. They said his 500 SSD wasn't any good. So you do all 1 terabyte from now on. You don't want to be messing around with the 500s. It was DJ. He's in there all the time in the comment section. Another guy, I don't think I've seen him in the comments yet. Nick Joseph Cars. Honestly, I'm getting burned out checking my 35 rigs every day. I totally get that. He doesn't think it's worth it anymore. Wants to put everything back in server cases. Forget about it. I can get that. Trying to leave this as easy as possible to be checking. I wish they had better monitoring software. I don't like the fact that this is all messed up now too when I've got to worry about the Chrome Remote Desktop going and killing jobs. Like, that's super, super annoying. A bunch of people talking to me about, yeah, I am fully aware that the machines after the machine IDs are active in there for 30 days, and if you stop using it, it takes 30 days of it being inactive for it to get deleted. I'm fully aware of that. It was just reporting weird yesterday, so... Yeah, another guy saying the exact same thing. It's supposed to be 30 days before it gets removed. Yeah. TK said, nice update. Yeah, like those. Kill Bayasa takes 3 days to a week to really get him cranking again. I've had Salad working Windows updates about 3 times now in the past 2 months and slowed them. Picking up. Yeah, I mean, my thought is normally 2 weeks. I think I have such a high reliability score now, though, that everything's been running for so long. I think it can come back a little bit quicker. But I think it's all got to do with like your reliability score and getting your reliability score back up. So now that my reliability score is getting so insane, even if I shut everything off right now mid-job, I'm still up in that upper 99.99%. You know, it'll go to 99.98. You know, everything's just been up and running so long, like, it's not as big of a deal. Another Bud Larson was complaining that he was getting a $1.30 job on his RTX 4080. That seems to be... I would probably cry over that, because that's below what the minimum is supposed to be, so that looks like he's getting a job that shouldn't even be on... It's on a 4080 Super. Oh. So... Yeah, that's a little bit sad. I know another guy, too, he had posted a bunch of stuff that probably all got deleted off. I think he said he was going to delete a bunch of his comments off, so I don't even think they're in here anymore. So Jason Tran asked, by the way, how do you stop Windows from updating? When I see the little yellow circle down here on the bottom, on the Windows screen thing, I just go into the Windows update and I keep pausing and slowing it down. You can normally pause it for about a month. So... And Rico asked, how much profit after power? So, 29 machines. I'm using around $10 a day in electricity. So if I made $35 for the day, it should be about $25 profit after electricity. About. There's all kinds of other stuff you can put in. Has it finally downloaded? Yes. I don't know why this one is going so slow. It's just crazy to me. That's all the comments from the last one. Trying to think, do I have anything else to cover on this other than wanting to finish this update? Drivers only. Express. Salad's going good. Don't know if I really have anything else to cover on here. I've been trying to get back into checking Discord. I know I got real busy there, and I was off Discord for like 2 weeks straight with the hurricane. It wound up being too much. Discord is like my 7th thing in my list of things to check. So I had pretty much completely neglected Discord. I don't run my own because it's too much. I don't have time. Too much stuff to be checking. But I am on there. If anybody does ever want to message me, you can find me in Brandon Coin's Discord. I'm also in Salad's Discord. Who else am I on in Discord? What other ones? I'm not in really that many. Brandon Coin, Salad, Core Pool still, and Space Pool, and Friends Video Game Alliance. Friends is from Follow the Gaming channel. I was in the Friends Alliance for Diablo Immortals, which was a lot of fun. While that lasted, but. Oh, it needs to restart. So we are going to shut you down. Come here. Pause until idle. Clear these notifications out. Which machine is this? X5. Quit salad. Restart now. X5, right? Yeah, X5. But yeah, Diablo Immortals. We got really high in that. I was doing pretty decent on the server. I think I broke the top 100 without spending any money against people who were like maxing out their credit cards. Like that alliance and time was weird. Like I don't have any real experience with people in a lot of that weird kind of stuff, but like some of that kind of stuff. But, like there were people in my alliance who there were like a couple like girls who had like OnlyFans accounts, and then they would like people would give them the money from that, and they would like go and just like max out their character in Diablo Immortals. I thought that was weird. Like there was a couple like Twitch streamers and all that in the alliance too. Like it was a good time. It was a lot of fun. They were a good group to game with. So kind of how I have everything set up. This is why I have the little shortcut right here to the WSL program data file to make it really easy for me to bring it up. This only matters if it's more than like 24 hours out of date. I've had a bunch of these where it's been like close, where it's got to like 16 hours, and then, you know, by the next morning it's back up to date, so you don't have to delete it. But if this does get out of hand, I recommend if this gets more than 48 hours behind, then you want to delete it. I have a video on how to do that. You can worry about everything getting like jammed up. It's a bigger issue, I think, if like your M.2 drive isn't big enough, then you have a real big issue because this can get jammed up. But for the most part, as long as you're checking it every once in a while, I only check it on machines that are calculating. You know, I check it every couple of days, but you want to see if it's more than 48 hours, then you need to worry about it. But that's why that's there. I got a video on it. You can check out that other video. But yeah, that's all up and working now. So that's good. That's good. 24 hours. Boom. So there might be more running now than was running when we checked it originally. But I think it all looks pretty good. So yeah, that's the video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll see you next time. Peace.